Hey, agents, Luis Moreno here with Think Medicare, Think ACA. All right. So, Trump 2.0. We have no idea what this guy is going to do to ACA. Okay. So, here's what I am telling agents. We've got to be prepared for some alternatives, right? I'm going to share with you a great alternative to ACA, but it's only for certain people. It's not for everybody. Okay. So, I'm going to share who this is for. And then if you're interested, you can come join us. I'm going to have a Zoom meeting and I'll have it recorded. So I'll post it out there. I will have information for you if you want to offer this product to your clients. But before I do that, make sure you comment, make sure you like this video, ask me any questions. I will respond myself, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I need help, guys. I'm trying to grow this channel. I would appreciate your help. Share me out there with your colleagues. Okay, so what is Medishare? So Medishare, I will tell you what it is not. Medishare is not insurance. That's number one. Okay, so you must realize that this is not insurance. It is the sharing of medical bills. Okay, part of the Christian ministry system, where what they do is they've got millions of people and we all share, we all put a monthly contribution in, which is, it's not a premium because a premium is an insurance word. I think they call it a contribution. It goes in and it's based on the oldest person in the household. And it's also based on how many people are enrolled. They quote you for one, they quote you for two people, or they quote you for 3+. Okay. All right. So, guys, I've got a community of ACA and Medicare agents that we're putting together. 25 years in business is what I'm going to be sharing with you. We're going to be talking about client quotes and client scenarios. We're going to let you tell us your scenario and we're going to tell you what we would do. We're going to have a monthly mastermind outside of AEP and OEP and a weekly mastermind during those same time periods. We're going to share with you our lead gen resources and our ad templates so that you can generate more leads. We're going to share with you a terminology PDF with all the acronyms for Medicare and ACA. And AI. AI is huge. We're going to share with you how we use AI in our business. We're going to be hosting workshops on how to run a business, how to handle taxes and your financials. We're going to do carrier-specific trainings. We're going to help you with certification and with all the compliance that we have to deal with ACA and Medicare. And finally, tech tools. We're going to share with you all the tech tools that we use and get you discounted rates. And huge money maker for us is the ancillary sales. We're going to share with you how we sell the ancillary products to Medicare and ACA clients. Guys, come join us at the community, a community of ACA and Medicare agents, and we'll show you how to grow. Again, this is not insurance. So number one, I would say, who is this for? For somebody who has the intellect to understand and know that the plan that you're enrolling them in is not an insurance product. That's number one. Okay. If you've got a client and it's just one of these clients that, you tell them over and over and over, it's not insurance, but by next week, they think that this is insurance, may not be for them. Okay. All right. Second thing, who is this for? This is for people who do not qualify for subsidies because their incomes are too high. Okay. For example, my scenario, if I got an ACA plan, I'd be paying over $2,000 a month with a $9,000 out of pocket. And also number three, okay, so number one, you got to understand it's not insurance. Number two, you got to be a high income earner where you don't qualify for subsidies. And number three, healthy. Okay, this is not for the sick. Okay, this plan does not cover pre-existing condition and it looks back 3 years. So it's not for somebody who's coming in and they had cancer, they had a heart attack, they've got some serious medical conditions. It is not for them. You need to ACA those people. regardless of whether they get subsidies or not. Okay. This is for those healthy people who want something that is going to protect them from something major. That's it. Okay. They have to have the ability to understand that it's not insurance. And they also need to understand that there's no doctor co-payments. Yes, there's a $35 copay, but pretty much it's like a down payment. It's not really a co-payment because you're going to have to pay the remainder of that bill minus the $35 that you already gave up front. Okay. So you're going to have to pay for your doctor's visits. And again, if you're healthy, maybe you're going in every now and then, maybe you get a sinus infection, maybe you get whatever, and you go in, you get some treatment and you're out. Okay. And then it doesn't have prescriptions built in like ACA plans. Okay. So you've got to have the alternatives out there for plans without prescriptions, like single care, good RX, these discount plans. So you can't be on any maintenance medications because you're going to have to pay. All right. So again, it fits a very narrow group of people. And if you deal with those group of people, that's a circle that you market to or that you run in, then this is a great product to have and offer. Okay. Now, again, over $2,000 in premium if I were to ACA myself. We're super healthy. Yeah, I got 3 kids. I get sinus infections. I get, the February, March every year, the pollen gets horrible here. I got to go get a steroid shot. Yeah, I go cover those costs myself. Okay. You want to know everything about ACA or Medicare? Click up here to get my ACA and Medicare smart books. If I have something serious, I got to go ACA. Now, check out this little agent guide that I just received today. Okay. I'm going to share this with you. They've got an agent support number. They've got a new portal link, super easy to quote and enroll your clients. Okay. Now, what sets Medishare apart from other options? Number one, 50% a month saving on expenses. One aggregate annual household premium per family. What this means, guys, is that in ACA, 2 people have to meet that deductible and that out-of-pocket maximum. Okay. Well, with Medishare, only one person, only the household has to meet that number. So when that annual household portion is met, then you're done. Okay. So you look down here, the terminology, they don't even use insurance terms. So the annual household portion, that's like the deductible. Okay. It's like the out of pocket. It's like your worst case scenario. Member monthly contributions is shared to pay other Christian members' medical bills. So again, there's no premium. Okay. So you're making a contribution. You have to have aligned values, peace of mind that members are not paying for abortions, drug, alcohol related injuries. Medishare guidelines are member voted and biblically aligned. Okay, so that's what kind of that's what kind of distinguishes them apart from other options out there. Now, what sets them apart from other healthcare sharing ministries? Because there's about 4 or 5 of them. So direct billing versus self-pay reimbursement. Okay. Big difference here is that they're going to take care of the billing with a provider. There's 400,000 members. It's a lot of people. They do not prorate. I don't know what they're prorating, but they don't prorate. And over 8 billion shared in discounted since 1993. And they pay $50 million in, maybe not claims, but in bills every month. It is the first nationally accredited health Christian sharing ministry plan. All right. So here are just some of the terminology. So the deductible in a regular plan is known as the annual household portion. Okay. Covered or coverage is kind of shared, eligible for sharing. A copay is known as a provider fee. A claim is known as a bill. So I said that right. And a benefit is a perk. All right, cool. Also, the network. Ooh, you're going to like this. Okay. Changing this over to the network. Let's check this out. So let me make sure I'm sharing this with you guys. Yes, you are. So You're either going to subscribe, depending on where you live, to the First Health Network or the PHCS network. So I'm in Texas, and this video is being sponsored by Agent CRM. Agent CRM is a CRM that I use for my agency for every line of business: auto, home, life, commercial, Medicare, and ACA. It should be the CRM that you use too. Click up here to get some more information. It's not clickable, but PHCS, oh, there it is. It is clickable. So check this out. You're going to really, really like this. All right. So this is, trying to find it here. Okay. If I had a drum roll, I would have the drums beating, but PHCS is a PPO. Beautiful. They subscribe to a PPO network. How cool is that? All right, let's get back over here. Okay, so Medishare complete quick hits. Pre-existing conditions up to 100,000 per member per year, based on the effective date once a member has been faithfully sharing for 36 consecutive months. So what this means is that you've been on the plan for 3 years. And then after that, they will cover pre-existing conditions. Up to $500,000 per member per year. Once you've been sharing you've been on the plan for 5 years, 60 months. High blood pressure or cholesterol that is controlled through medication or lifestyle will not be considered a pre-existing medical condition for purposes of determining eligibility for future vascular events. Nice. Prescriptions may be eligible for sharing up to 6 months per each new condition. Preventative is not eligible for sharing, aside from annual physicals and limited labs. They also have a 65 plus product. Okay, don't know much about it, but they'll be talking about that in my meeting. So, guys, I do think that as far as an alternative for ACA, this is going to be a very good option, big player going forward. So technically, what are the options out there? Number one, you can ACM. You got to find a special election to get them in right now outside of the open enrollment. Number two, okay, you can short-term them. Remember, short terms right now only last for 4 months. Then you got to go find another carrier for 4 months. And then you got to find another carrier for 4 months. And then you can come back to carrier number one after that. Okay, so remember that. Also, the problem with short-term, guys, there's two big problems with short-term. Number one, they're fully underwritten, which means they're going to have to qualify medically for that. And number two, when one ends, let's just say that you're in the hospital, and when that plan ends, they quit paying. If you're still in the hospital, you're screwed. I had no idea. You're screwed. Okay. Now, do you think that new short-term medical is going to want you? Hell no. Okay. Big problem. Number three, Medishare, an alternative, not for everybody. Remember, it's for people who have the intellect to know that this is not insurance. Number two, for people that make too much to qualify for subsidies, which in the real world is not too much, but still, in the Affordable Care Act work, making too much will disqualify you from subsidies. You can still get a plan if you can find a special election, but you may not qualify for subsidies. And then number three, the healthy. Hey, I just want a plan to protect myself from something major. Okay. I will share a personal story with you guys. I've had Medishare probably 5 years now, I think. I'm going to find out the exact date, but I've had it for 5 years plus. My kid had an accident, karate. Okay. Fell off, hurt his back. Now, my kid's got a bone condition. His bones are a little fragile compared to other kids. A normal kid would have been like, oh, he gets up and he's good to go. Not my boy. My boy was laid out. Okay. We thought he was paralyzed. He couldn't move. Take him to the ER or an urgent care. They're like, no. They put him in an ambulance, sent him to the hospital, and it paid out beautifully. So consider Medishare, guys. It's a very good tool. Come join me February the 4th, which is tomorrow. I will be hosting a one-on-one. I'll be hosting a Zoom meeting with the rep from Medishare. to go over their plan. And if you want contracting, if you're watching this afterwards, if you want contracting, email me, Luis at 360insurancegroup.com, and I will send you over contracting because this product is commissionable. This is Luis Moreno with Think Medicare, Think ACA.